to introduce him.
Hi, Ramona.
Hi, Ramona. And let's roll it.
All right, so let's welcome in August and Nick. There we go. There's Nick and there's August. Hey, man.
Oh,
what's going on, guys?
everybody.
In the middle. Look at that.
Long time no see. And yeah, Bruce. I was about to say Bruce Willis, but it's not Bruce.
Bruce Campbell, yes.
Yeah,
Still
Bruce
the man.
Campbell.
Still the man.
Yeah, right there, right between y'all, just looking at y'all like with love. All right, guys, how y'all doing, man? Why don't you introduce yourselves? August, why don't you go first, and then Nick could go next.
Guys, what's going on? I am Ash, part of Nonstop to Cairo, one of the lead singers. Very happy to be here tonight. And I must say, at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock around this time, it's nice to see lively faces and energy in the room tonight.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for the kind words. All right, Nick.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Nick. I'm a guitar player, singer from Nonstop to Cairo. Glad to be here with everybody tonight.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, we thank y'all. We thank y'all. Go ahead, Aaron. What you saying?
Oh, I said welcome. Yeah.
All right, guys. Why don't you start off? How long y'all been together as a band? Why don't you start there?
I think we're running on Nick and I now. What would you say? We're almost 15 years now.
Wow.
I think that's where we're at right now. What year is it? Yeah, 2023. Around 15 years.
Getting there.
Nonstop to Cairo, and it has been a hell of a ride, guys. We are very much so enjoying ourselves, and we're just ecstatic and grateful that things are somewhat getting back to normal, so that live music is able to be played in venues, and there not be the looming epidemic, things like that. So,
yeah,
just happy to be out and about.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's weird because y'all only 20, so y'all been together 15 years. Y'all started when you were 5. No. That's a dad joke. I'm sorry.
I did start when I was 5.
Probably did start when you were 5.
All it is a little exercising and water. You got to do it.
Water, that's my key ingredient I'm missing.
I don't drink water. I look kind of young.
Oh, I don't. I'm only 25. I look good myself.
There you go.
Well, y'all been, but that's amazing. 15 years playing together, and did y'all have other projects before that y'all played in before Nonstop to Cairo? And how did y'all meet? That's the biggest question I got. Is how did y'all guys meet? From
which question, Harold?
How did you guys meet? All right, what about that? 2-part.
We grew up in the same town on Long Island. And eventually we grew up on the same town. Not at first, but we were kind of acquaintances of brothers that were, I was friends with the older brother, and August was friends with the younger brother. So that's how we technically, physically met.
Yeah.
But we had around 2009 is when we kind of started the band together.
Yeah, that's
but we knew each other since junior high.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And were y'all in any other bands before Nonstop to Cairo? Nick, I know we were looking you up. Not that we were stalking you, but we saw you were in a band before, like a metal band, kind of.
Yep. Yeah, I went from a jam band to a metal band to this band.
Oh, wow.
Tiny Tim was born in 2009.
Oh, you're
Oh,
mixed
that's
household.
good. Y'all both sharing a birthday. 15. There you go. We have a lot of young people. Kenzie's in there too. That's my granddaughter. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just recently discovered. It's weird how you just recently discover bands. I mean, I've been together for 15 years, and it's like so many other things. Like if you're not introduced to the music, or if you don't, because I know a lot of music, but it's hard to get introduced to new music. And whenever I heard you guys, I'll be honest, I was blown away. I mean, really, I'm not trying to kiss butt or nothing over here, but honestly, it really was, it really blew me away, y'all music. How would y'all describe y'all music to some people who never heard it before? Besides good. I like that. That's good. It's good.
That for the last 15 years, guys, we've been jumbling around with the process of identification. Music is this medium that you get so much from all different sources, all different sounds, and like how a person is inspired, it kind of incorporates in that. So
Totally.
it's tough to put us in a, and I still say it to this day, because you know what, the music execs, everybody's like, what are you?
Right.
And you kind of give the shrug, like, well, we're a little bit of everything. And I feel that Nonstop to Cairo, as over the years, now that we've kind of perfected what we call this East Coast fusion of alternative rock, alternative hip hop, and just like little dabs of reggae here, a little bit of horn here, a little bit of ska here. It just incorporates everything we grew up with, and every member has brought something different to the table to make our sound what it is today. So that's the best way I can explain it.
That's an awesome explanation. I'll tell you the truth, Ash. That's a very good explanation. I like that explanation a lot. You know what? Yeah, you know why? Because some people, it's true. Because a lot of times people like what kind of band is? What kind of band is this? What kind of band is that? I like to just say, sometimes they're just good. They're just a mix of
music.
Music
is music.
Good. It's not.
Yeah.
You don't have to pigeonhole everybody into one genre of music. It's just good music. And this is a story I was talking about a little bit earlier. What I wanted to tell y'all. So yesterday I was riding around with my wife, and my wife doesn't like punk. And if I put on punk, and I'm a punk guy, she's like, oh, you're gonna listen to punk again? You're gonna listen to Jack Hollis' new album. So I put on you guys yesterday. We were driving around New Orleans, and she never complained. And we were listening to Not Today, and we were listening to the whole EP y'all have, and it played like 2 times. And to me, she was listening, and she never complained. To me, for me, my take is
That was a win.
that's a win. It is pretty good there.
That was our rites of passage right there. Thank you.
But that shows me. I said, this is accessible to everybody. Because my wife doesn't like punk, but your sound.
Hey, Harold, that stops you from sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I didn't have to sleep on the couch last night. But it's true that it really, if nobody listened to your music, it's really it's really just good. And there's no, I know y'all have different fusions of different sounds, but it's just good music.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
yeah. And the new album and the new EP is just fantastic. And I tell you what, in a perfect world, and no world's perfect, we know that, especially music. Not Today would be like a radio. I could really be on the radio.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
really, really do appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't want to kiss y'all butt. I'm telling you the truth.
Harold, are you trying to get
You're doing it. You're sure doing it.
Listen, you can call it an album if you want.
There you go. Album is like 10 or more tracks. I'm old school.
I know.
I feel like an EP is like 6 or 7 tracks. It's like old school vinyl days. It's
Yeah, absolutely.
When did y'all record this? The new one, and tell us about the new record.
We started the recording process in 2021, and it was a different experience because we had some moving parts at the time that we started the project.
Yes,
we kind of had to like piece some things together, but it kind of finished strong with the classic lineup coming back together and making it an actual EP or whatever
record.
Good word.
Instead of just the two singles like we were, maybe only originally going to do.
Right.
And it turned into the full project. But
yeah. And what's the name of the record?
The name of the record is Kai.
Okay.
And it's got a pretty special meaning.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you wanted to talk about that or not, but that's up to you guys.
Well, I do feel like it's one of the reasons why we're having a conversation with you guys today. It is also a fundamental foundation to the inspiration of what we tried to put together for this particular project. So for those who do not know, Kai is an acronym for Kevin Anand Itwaru. And Kevin was one of our former bandmates, just a brother in arms. And we had a lot of years, a lot of great times with Kevin. And sadly, right before COVID, actually, Kevin took his own life, going through some things. And it was just it was a huge turning point for Nick and I. It was a huge turning point for the band and just friends and family. We were all in a dark place with it. And it took some time. It really did take some time. And like Nick said, one of those moving parts, we didn't have Kevin. And Kevin was super talented. He played keys in our band as well as trumpet. And he did it at the same time. He was one of those players that could touch an instrument and be like, okay, I'll be back in 5 days. And we'll be like, be back in 5 days. And then he'll have a piece written for the instrument if he hasn't, just learning it. And he was just a very special, amazing human being. And I couldn't find any other way to put this project out without giving him a tribute and a celebration to his life. So that's where Kai comes from, guys. And yeah,
Cheers to Kai.
Cheers to Kai.
Yeah, cheers. Yes, I didn't know. Yeah, and I know.
I'm sorry. We had started the project with him. So I guess technically it did start a little earlier than 2021.
Right.
But at that time, it was just, hey, let's go in and record a song. Although we were planning on doing an album, and it was a big kind of like, that was our next step. We were getting ready to do an album, and then we were working on the one song, and then unfortunately,
that's a tough loss, for sure. And it's just anybody who's going through any and if you have any question, and depression is one of them things, you have to reach out, look, even if anybody's out there is in needs help. I mean, you could always reach out to Harold Dufresne, even call one, just little Aaron. I'm telling you,
Mr. Muscles.
Yeah. Look, I've had plenty of people over the years confide in me with a lot of stuff, and it's a shame for that. And if you didn't see the video for Not Today, was it that song kind of a tribute? Was it the video a tribute to him also?
Yeah.
Yes. I get teary-eyed when I watch it. I'll be honest with you, but it's a great song. But you do get teary-eyed.
And thank you for sharing that with us and sharing that, what a beautiful way to honor the memory. That's really powerful.
Yes.
We really appreciate that, Genius. Yeah. We're doing our best right now to get that message across. And I mean, although the majority of the music doesn't seem too sad, it's just the energy we're putting out there of musicians just figuring it all out and figuring out a sound that people can relate to, because you know what, you don't realize when you wake up in the morning how grateful you should be. Like,
Yeah.
some people aren't going to get up tomorrow. People will not wake up tomorrow, and it hit me a couple years back in that realization that, you know, when I wake up, I be pretty lucky.
Yeah.
To be up, and I can change my life today and do something with that. And I think that was the motivation I found within myself out of Kevin's passing. And you know, we just, you know, Nick and I have just been on it, man. We've just been on it. So we're happy Kai was able to be completed. We're back in the studio right now, even just working on some more
Wow,
tunes.
awesome.
Awesome.
Got the juices going, and at some point in time, I would love to go and visit Seattle, Missouri, and Jersey, and shoot out there to perform for you guys, because I promise you, the live show, if you like the album, the live show,
you ain't nothing. You ain't heard nothing yet, Harold.
Big time.
I would love y'all to come to New Orleans. I'll be honest with you.
We only got a brief pass through on our way to. We played a few shows in Texas.
Oh, okay. So
We
you
made a quick stop down there and ate
yeah,
the best meal of our lives.
for this birthday, it was awesome. I'm quite the sleeper in the van, so I just remember like passing out, and it had to have been Virginia I passed out in. And when I woke up, I'm like looking around, and I'm like, what state are we in? And I just see like the bayou and stuff. Happy birthday. And I'm like, oh my God, you stopped here. Like, we stopped here because it's your birthday, but we're also fucking exhausted and we want to eat.
Really.
Two birds, one stone. It was perfect. And we had a great time in Orleans.
well, that's good to hear. Have some boudin, suck some crawfish heads, and
Oh
you were back with the
Sampler, rabbit soup. They had it all, man.
Fish, that red fish.
Red fish. You get the red fish sauce pecan. Oh, there you go, Jackie Chan. You let us know.
Jackie knows.
Harold Dufresne knows too. I tell you what. You down to New Orleans, I'll do a crawfish ball for us. So that's it. So 15. Do y'all still? I mean, do y'all make your living doing a band, or is it a day job, or even you still have day jobs that you have to do? I mean, it's tough right now, probably. I'd imagine.
Yeah, we're still on the grind, the double grind.
Yeah, and little a musician too, and she's in the same. Want to make it, you know.
You put in a shift, and then you put in another shift.
Totally. Yeah, it's like 2 days in one.
It's kind of the essence of nonstop in general, because life is nonstop, you know.
Definitely.
But it has to be fun, you know.
You have to love it.
Do it for the love.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Just like what we do. Anything you do in life. I mean, if you don't love what you're doing, then it don't. I mean, you're gonna be miserable your whole life. You know, you got to really love. And if you don't love your job, you got to find something that you do love that'll make up for that time you got to go and, you know, and
Right.
go to that crappy job. You know?
Life's too short to be miserable.
100%. 100%. I agree with that.
Yep.
Now, if only I could hit the lottery, I didn't be less miserable. But that's another story.
Yes, that's true.
But if you do what you love, I mean, like us, you know, we wake up just like you guys probably, you know, and if y'all have a project and maybe you're looking forward all day, just go, you know, go to the studio and perform and meet and play that music and write and create new music. What about the pandemic? That whenever the pandemic hit, that kind of put a little brakes on the band for a little while, or how did that affect the band?
Yeah, well, it was literally the shutdown happened like a week after Kevin's wake. So
Oh,
kind
wow.
of like we were just in a
Hit and hit. It was
Yeah, double hit.
weird,
That's crazy. Yeah.
a weird
That is.
spot. and yeah, we didn't see each other for a little while,
Ooh.
and no practices or anything.
Oh.
Communicating like this on the Zooms,
Right.
We're just
trying
checking
to
in on each
keep
other.
things going.
Oh. So
But,
2020 was a rough year. Sounds right. It wasn't a fun year. And
Super rough.
yeah, I can imagine on top one thing on top of another. And that's right. And whenever you, like something like that happens, like whenever I lost my best friend, you need that network to it helps so much if you have that network. But after the pandemic, it must have been even harder just to I mean, you can't be there for each other, And I'm sure y'all were all friends, and at that time y'all needed to be with each other, and it just
yeah, it was a tough few months. We didn't necessarily stay apart for that long.
Yeah.
We were starting to practice again.
You cheat a little.
We were sneaking.
Sneaking.
Practices outdoors at a park.
Yeah, just 6 feet away. You're in the you play music anyway. You're 6 feet away anyway. You don't want to get too close to everybody else anyway. So
Exactly.
6 feet's fine. Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely affected things for a while there, and the show was being shut down for a while. That was rough, because that's definitely our main outlet of how we communicate our feelings, I guess, and how we get through things.
Yeah.
So,
that's if anybody in the chat has any questions, just throw them out. Lil Aaron, you had a question? You had any questions?
I saw some of your influences, and I saw Fishbone was one of them. Do you have any other ska bands that are big influences on you guys? Because I'm a big ska head, so I just
Same. Oh, are we gonna do it now?
yeah, Ramona.
I know. I want to ask about your name so bad.
Yeah, where did you come from? Nonstop to Cairo.
Well, as far as the first question, I'll be honest. I didn't listen to a ton of ska growing up. My most favorite band that I've found recently is a band, The Pilfers, who I really like. And they kind of have their own little style about it, where they kind of mash things into the style, and I really like what they do.
Nice.
And what's the band's name?
The Pilfers.
Yeah, definitely check them out. Very cool.
I will.
Thank you.
But like when we originally started, we never to a degree thought how our horn setup was ska-esque, but as we continued playing with other bands, we got these great opportunities. We've opened up for Fishbone. We've opened up for the English Beat, opened up for the Ska Flaws, and you kind of get an idea that maybe it's not exactly ska, but there's these, like I said before, with us, there's these hints of that reggae and the ska that kick in, because you know what, the note sounds good, because ska is good music. And so when we've had a chance to incorporate some of that within our tunes, it's just really turned out awesome, and it's just something new, something fresh. But not too many ska influences, but there is bits of ska within our music. So great question.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And what about the name Nonstop to Cairo?
That's all Nick. He can explain that.
All right. Ramona wanted to. After Ramona's been talking about this for 3 weeks now. Ramona's like, I got to find out the name of
the name is interesting. We were transitioning from the metal band to being just a 3-piece. The singer had left at that point, so I was taking over the vocal duties, and we were kind of more. At first, Nonstop to Cairo was a little more like straight rock. We were coming from the metal, but we were still hanging on to the metal a little bit. But, I couldn't do the metal vocals and sing. So anyway, we were in this period where we started playing a few shows with no name. or we went back to our jam band name for a show. We're like, nah, this isn't gonna work. So at one point, I had gone to a New York Rangers playoff game, and I was on the way back on the Long Island Railroad, and I just happened to see the ad, bam, right there. Nonstop to Cairo, flight starting at $299.
Oh, I love this so much.
on the Delta ad, you know, and
Thank you, Delta.
I might have had a few beers at the Garden, but I must have written it down before I went to sleep that night. I remembered the next day, but I had it I was like, was it Onward to Cairo? Or I found where I written it, and I was like, oh, that was it. And to be honest, it got written on a list with about 40 other names on a piece of paper. And we locked ourselves in the studio one day, and that name was the only one that the 3 or 4 of us at the time were like, we don't hate it. Let's get here. Yeah, so we're Nonstop to Cairo. And we were all like, all right, that's kind of cool, whatever. Yeah, Cairo. All right, yeah, we can. And that was it, you know. So it was kind of like a very random selection. But it grew into us, the Nonstop part of it.
That's
And Egypt was always like a place that was like seemed like so far away, like so hard to get to, like a lot of work involved.
And mysterious on top of it.
Yeah, a lot of mystery.
Yeah.
they
You have a lot of people like to this day in Cairo, Egypt, that can't explain certain things that from the past were built. You know what I'm talking about with the pyramids, certain things.
No,
And it's just like this idea of heading to this mystery at all times. And then that's what the music is, because you, at the end of the day, you have your goals, but no one knows where you're headed in life. Like you can't map it out. Am I right?
yeah,
absolutely.
that's right.
Apparently, some people can.
Not this group.
Very well structured.
Yeah, it's set up and you're good, but you know.
Hey, Harold, we have a question.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna get Jennifer's real fast. I was gonna get Jennifer Templar. What's the childhood song that you both love first? What y'all have a common song? It's what Jennifer asked. What was
An early song you liked when you were a young
Yes.
Oh, man.
Did y'all like the
Jennifer, this is not fair. It's not fair.
So there was a movie called Dirty Dancing.
Jennifer? They went to school. They went to school and they both like, oh, McDonald had a farm. I mean, that was good.
Literally. I was rapping to that for a few years.
They
No, I don't know about it.
but whenever y'all met, whenever y'all got together and started the band, what was you like? What was the goal like? Like we want to create a rock band, or look, we both love this kind of music, and let's just start a band doing this. Like, what was the startup? You know, what was the idea? You know, it's like,
Nick, what was the startup?
Well, we wanted to start a band. And
Honestly, I mean, August had just come back from Florida, and he had been doing some hip hop stuff down there. And I always loved hip hop growing up. So he popped in the studio one day, and we were just jamming, and he threw his flavor into it, and we were like, ooh, that's fresh. That's a little different, you know. And I like the two vocalist kind of approach. You know, we kind of started vibing off of each other quickly and well, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
So as far as a vision, I mean, I think we just always wanted to make unique, fresh music, you know, not be just follow what our hearts are telling us where a song should go and which songs should be on a project.
Yeah.
Totally.
Even if they don't sound anything like each other.
Totally. Yes.
So-
Whatever comes out, right? Whatever you feel it
Absolutely.
comes out is what it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's helped us over the years. Maybe it's hurt us over the years. That's because it's been harder to place us sometimes, and we don't have like a necessary like obvious. Oh, they should go out with this band or
Right. I could see that.
Yeah, other bands look and they're like, what,
Yeah.
But when we play with everybody else, then all of a sudden, then it's like, oh,
it's all
Yeah.
out.
so we realize
Right.
that we can fit with almost any crowd, I would say.
Oh, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Definitely. Listening to your music. I mean, and I can imagine too, like you said, it must be hard because it's so hard to categorize. It's like, what do we go out with? A punk band? Do we go out with a metal band? Do we go out with a rap? What kind of? And I can imagine it's somebody who's trying to book a tour or something. It must be, it must be hard to do, But like you said,
hard.
it's just good music. It's just
It's hard because you're doing something genuine. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Different.
So true to
Different.
yourselves at the end of the day, and you're making what you want to make for the right reason.
100%.
Hey,
Being authentic. Yeah.
Literal,
Yes.
literal tea. I was gonna say the same thing. I've been in 2 bands like that where you can't book them because it's too different. But that's because that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, like you're not gonna change
Yeah.
it. Like
If you
You're,
want,
you're doing it for the love.
you're
You're doing it for the love, and
Kind of like
there's
make
no-
up a genre.
There you go. The Nonstop the Cairo genre. That's it. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, for Erin, like she always tries to figure out what hers is, and I was like, babe, why don't you just call it apartment rock and roll?
I love it.
You hear the ambience of the apartment now. With you.
We're in her recording studio as we speak. Like we're here. Here we are.
Amazing.
A lot of people want to know where they can find your music. I mean, I'm sure y'all. I mean, I know you. I mean, y'all on Spotify and every place
It's on
else. But
Spotify.
yeah,
A lot of
but do
videos
y'all have
on
a
YouTube.
vinyl for sale? Do y'all sell vinyl or anything else?
We actually have vinyl of our previous album, Dabble Heavy. Yeah, and that's out for sale. We're in stock with that, and does well. I gotta love vinyl. Gotta have some like old school things out there because it. At the end of the day, it goes back to the sound. Sound on vinyl is like some of the warmest stuff you will hear. Your ears get accustomed to because of just how it's made, and love it. And actually, the Dabble Heavy album sounds incredible on the vinyl.
That's
We
awesome.
We do have CDs of the new album Kai for sale. We are working on getting our online merch available, but it's not 100% ready yet. But you can find us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. We have a bunch of videos on our YouTube page.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, definitely check us
And,
out.
and yeah, we're all over Instagram and all that stuff. So yeah, please give us a follow on Spotify and check us out.
Yep, y'all do have a lot of videos on YouTube. I'll put it that way. Oh, look, you want to know a generic question? Here we go. There's my grandson. He wants to know how many songs do you have specifically.
Oh well, we probably have about.
He's very detailed oriented.
you have to get this right.
What's the margin of error here?
Careful, Nick. He will fact check us.
You know,
Yeah.
I think
precise.
we have over 30 songs recorded on out there, and we definitely have 60 songs or so, more than that
Wow.
total.
There you go, Lane. There's your answer to your
That's
question.
an
I mean,
estimate.
that is it. I'm gonna whenever next time he's riding with me in the car, my grandson, I'm gonna say, look, we're gonna listen to all the songs. Let's count them, okay? We're going on a long road trip.
That's perfect. Run it up.
Yeah. Going to California, we're gonna count those songs. Let's go. Oh man, well, look, guys. any Lil Aaron, Gene, Ramona, anybody else? Y'all have any questions? I mean, I don't want to let y'all go, but if y'all have any questions, more questions.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. You agree? That's all.
Yeah, and
Thank
Chris
you,
is
Krista.
right.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, rather listen to someone who puts
Yes.
passion to what they do. Yeah, me too.
Yes.
I cannot. I mean, y'all don't know my history, but I cannot. I'll tell you right now. I just can't stand the norm. I cannot stand
I know.
generic.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys something.
Ramona, take
I don't want to go on a
Okay,
rant.
I gotta take it. I'm gonna take it real quick because, I mean, you can see we're countercultural, but when we met Harold, I loved him. He's great. And then slowly along the journey, I realized Harold is a punk rocker.
Oh, big time.
And I mean, he's just old school legit. And I was like, oh my God, you never would have thought it. And he is the man. It's just real fun.
I know people look at me and they see. I'm good. What's good about Harold Dufresne? I fit in both worlds. Like I could go fit in like a business meeting and nobody would even know me, any different,
I don't know about a business meeting,
I don't
but
think they don't let you eat crawfish in the business meeting.
Oh, they don't? Oh,
It ain't crawfish.
I ate crawfish in business meetings before. Believe you me, nobody stops me.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I just can't stand pre-manufactured, normal. I need to have I need to be different. I need to come from the soul. You know, I need somebody to have passion for it, and you guys really, really do. I mean,
yeah, it comes through for sure.
Yes, it comes through your love for what y'all do. It really, really does.
Appreciate that, Harold.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
We need that. That's motivation for us, man.
Yeah.
We know our hearts in the right place, and we have to trust our ears. There's definitely a sound within our music that personally I believe people will just enjoy once they get an idea of what we're about. So the next plan for Kai is just getting it out there further. We want to play out live. We're working on some things. We're working with some drummers, so on and so forth, so that we can be able to get to those locations, play, and do our thing.
Well, that's going to be
And
great.
now you have our backs too. So, or we,
That's,
you,
Yeah.
we have your backs. Wait, yeah, you know what I mean.
We have your back.
We're just back to back. That's what we're doing.
I've worked all day and I'm delirious. So
and look, guys, and again, I'm not trying to suck up or nothing. I tell it like it is, but your music, it should be played out a lot of places. I mean, I like music that I know nobody else. I mean, look, I'll show you. I listen to some punk that I know I'm the only one who's gonna like this, so I'm not even gonna try, to show other people. But I'm telling you the truth. Listening to your record, and I must listen to it. I'm gonna get 20 times, probably. I'll be honest with you. And it is just accessible, and I think really people would need to hear it. And I think if people would hear it, and in a perfect world, people would hear it, people would dig it. I just know they would. It really is music that hits your soul. I mean, it's very good. Compliments to you guys.
Thank you,
Cheers to you for helping spread the word.
Yes.
All you guys.
Yes.
In the comments section, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. And look, and whenever the new record comes out, maybe I'll reach out to you guys and we'd be happy to promote y'all again. Definitely have y'all on. Y'all were very fun, and we do appreciate it. Y'all coming on.
Yeah.
And you made new fans out there with this, and I know people that's gonna go in the chat and gonna go listen to it. Krista and Travis, they're all music fans. I know they're gonna enjoy it. I know they're gonna dig it, and you're probably gonna pick up new fans from them too.
Well,
And there's a segment. One person who watches our show. It's called "What's Travis Spinning?" We always ask, "Hey, yo, what's Travis spinning?" I bet you when your new record comes out, he's gonna say, I'm spinning the new Nonstop to Cairo. I know he will.
We are small, but we are passionate.
Yes, we have passionate fans. We do have passionate fans.
And widespread.
And
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
we need in this world, guys. Like, we really appreciate our time here with you guys. And
Thank you.
what a great podcast to just get music out there and get an idea of what the artists are about.
Yeah, well, that's good. And look, Emily Daniels going to go check you guys out.
Yes.
And this is Travis's wife that I was talking about. That what's Travis spinning? He knows. She knows he will because he will go check it out. Yeah. Look, guys, I can't thank y'all enough.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, we say around here, when you come on the show, you're a good guest. We're friends forever. We will consider y'all friends forever. Anytime y'all want to come promote something, y'all more than welcome. Just hit me up and say something, and we'll have you on. New record's going to come out. I'm going to blast it to it. I'm always going to push y'all whenever I can.
Appreciate it.
And maybe I'll go ride with my wife again. And
Keep testing it.
House is open up. Yeah, we got to do the wife test again. Just
the new album, ride around y'all and play it for her. All right, what do you think of this one?
Thanks, CMG.
All right, gang.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all very much.
All right, friends forever.
Y'all be safe. All right. Y'all be safe out there, and good luck with everything y'all do in the future.
Yeah. Once you make it, if you make it and you need 5 weird variety show YouTube people, we're here for you.
Ramona, you're the first we're calling. Guaranteed.
Campbell even.
All right. Hey, look, gang, y'all be careful, okay? And y'all stay safe. Love each other
Thank you, guys.
and stay strong.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
I think y'all have to exit. There you go.
All
All right.
right.
Nick. All right. Very good, guys. Very good. Very good.
Standing
Yes.
O. I can't stand the 13 minutes, but I. Oh, hey, look at Gene and Ramona. Look at that.
We just Ramona
Screen down.
That was fantastic.
Hey, Harold.